girl, Shani D in the building. Yes, I am back and better than ever. So yes, let's just hop right into it. Today's topic, we're talking about food. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, why? Why food? Because I love food. I recently went plant-based, and I guess you can say vegan. I'm just all about health right now. I mean, I feel like it's always been there. My best friend, she's always been talking about it, but I feel like recently it's really time to just dive deep. A lot of things, strange things has been going on, and my body's talking to me. And I feel like the health thing, it's time. It's time, girls. It's time, guys. It's time. So, my why is because obviously, and everyone's situation is different. Your health starts to decline. You don't feel as great as you did when you were younger. You're starting to get older, and you guys are starting to get older. So I'm realizing that, from back in the day, a different generations, especially in the African American community, we have diabetes, we have high blood pressure, we have lupus, we have sickle cell, we have, all these different diseases. And honestly, I'm really trying to find something naturally, and that's my why. I really feel like things have changed in my body. My skin is getting a lot clearer. My teeth are getting a lot wider. My nails are growing a lot faster. Overall, I have a lot more energy just due to a lot of different things that I eat. I already love my body, so in the beginning, I was a little skeptical because I saw all these people on plant-based and vegan, and I saw, oh my goodness, a lot of people who are trying to lose weight, they don't realize that with certain foods, you just be dropping pounds. You don't even got to be working out like that, depending on your body type, your body mass, and your height, and just your genetics, all of that. And I just saw people dropping a lot of weight, and I was like, I've been skinny all my life. I've, always been called, girl, you need to eat some chicken, you need to eat some cornbread, some collard greens, and girl, look at your neck bones, all this, all that. So I really had to go within myself and, really just explore my own body and really fall in love with myself, not just on the physical aspect, but internally, what I bring to the table. And, I felt that plant-based was the best solution, the best choice for me, because I want to go in a direction where I want to live really long. I want to have children. I want to be able to teach others that there's a better way than what we've been eating. Especially with fast food, from McDonald's to Burger King to Popeyes to Buffalo Wild Wings to Pizza Hut to Little Caesars to Chinese food to everything you can name of. I felt like we were just poisoning our bodies, and we get older, we don't want to stretch, we don't want to work out, and then we see other people, we try and be in competition with others. And me, I'm on a journey to be my best version of myself, and I'm only in competition with me. And honestly, I've never felt better than ever. Food is like medicine to my body. Honestly, it's one of the reasons why I'm so serious and dedicated to teaching others, because my best friend, she's really on the wave to really dive deep within herself, her ancestry, just everything that she's doing. She's turned her life around and really trying to dig deep with certain things and certain patterns and traumas and certain traits. So I felt that I was really compelled to do it. And not only that, everybody's journey is different. I feel like I'm just on the wave of getting to know myself better. What works for me is not going to always work for, my best friend, or vice versa, or other people. But I found that in this plant-based diet, I was able to make breakfast, lunch, dinner, just on my own terms. We always wonder, why are the full fast food places, so cheap? And we get into, and especially in the African American community, it's based on keeping us in poverty, keeping us at a lower vibration, keeping us to where we're just eating all of this unhealthy GMO processed food, and it's not good for our bodies. And that's why we have all of these diseases. And it's just, in the end, I just don't want to be another statistic. And I really want to change my entire lifestyle, not only what I eat, but what I do. So that's kind of why I got into it. And honestly, I just downloaded an app. I track my calories. I track what I eat. I track what I do based on my exercises. And I feel really good, getting up early. Some people, that's not their go-to. Sometimes, depending on what industry you're in, what business you're in, you don't really have the luxury of getting up early and working out, depending on if you have children or whatever the case, whatever your situation is. And sometimes it might be better to work out in the evening or in the middle of lunch. I find out for me, it's positive motivation to get my day started to work out early in the morning as early as 5 a.m. And it really starts me off on a good foot. It really makes me stay consistent with this plant-based diet, because we all have our go-tos where we may get off here and there, eat some ice cream. But if you dive deep into this industry, you can see all types of different things to where you're not left out in the cold. You have a community, whether that be on Facebook, whether that be on Instagram, on YouTube, or just on all social media platforms. There's a lot of different things out there, and you just have to do your research. I feel like with certain apps and, certain communities, a lot of people just want to jump on the bandwagon, but you really have to do your own research and make sure certain things are right for your body and right for you and your mentality, your beliefs, your morals, your values, just the whole package, just for you. Everybody and their why is different. For me, food, I love the chicken. I love the chicken wings. I loved pizza. I loved ice cream. I love candy. I loved everything you could think of that is not healthy. But as soon as you start getting older and you're not able to do certain things, or, certain things like bending, or, just picking certain things up, or if you live in an apartment and you're on the 3rd floor, like me, it's really hard to be like, oh my gosh, why is my heart pounding out of my chest? Or why do I feel like this? Or you're going to the doctor more often and you're just realizing, okay, it's either life or death. And some people, they have that aha moment or their rock bottoms to where, if they have diabetes, or if they have another illness, excuse me, or if they have some type of sickness, you realize, okay, do I need to get my limbs chopped off for this? Or, how is this going to affect me long term? Or will I be able, if you have children, like how does it affect them? So in all honesty, I feel like your why needs to be bigger than the actual food, because, we can snap on Instagram and Snapchat all the great pictures of food and all of these exotic things, but you can't chase it and do it because someone else is doing. You have to really find what works for you, what doesn't taste good for you, what meals work for you. If you have a family and you're trying to get them, and, I would say slowly take it off. Some people can't just go cold turkey. Me, I just made it up in my mind that, hey, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. And this is when I want to do it. You have to set certain goals within the plant-based diet too. You can't just wake up and say, oh, this is what I want to do. I just want to completely change my lifestyle, because you will find yourself teeter-tottering back and forth. So before you even begin any process, whether you're doing vice versa or just wanting to overall get your health in line, I would say definitely get a journal. Get a journal, y'all. To all my fellow people out there, get a journal, get a calendar invite, set timers. If you're doing it at the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, the end of the year, wherever you want to start in your life, definitely get a journal and write these things down. Definitely, it will change your life. It will save you money. It will save you time. A lot of people who just want to go on a lot of different missions and who don't write things down find themselves spending a lot more money, a lot more time and energy into people, things that they really shouldn't be in. So definitely that's where the research again comes from. Making sure you're talking to the right people. What worked for them? What didn't work for them? Work for them? What stores did you go to? Did you look at the ingredients on the back? Are you looking at different things on the CDC and what's coming out with this and what's going on with this GMO over here? Definitely makes the difference in just getting up and saying, I want to do this one day. No, make sure you set the goal. Okay, if you're wanting to exercise and be on this plant-based, how many times a week or how many times a day are you going to exercise? When are you going to have breakfast? If not, are you going to do smoothie? If not, are you going to fast? Fasting is also important in this community and this plant-based and vegan version, whole tribe, whole industry. It's very important. But definitely understanding the reasons why and not just doing it just because someone over here, it looks great, they lost 200 pounds doing this. No, their why is different from your why. So making sure you develop an exercise plan. If you don't want to do vigorous, activities, if you have a lake near around, go to the lake. Or if you live in the vicinity and you want to get up early, definitely walk around the neighborhood. If you have dog, exercise with your dog. If you don't want to do that, do yoga. Do some simple stretches, 25 jumping jacks, 50 sit-ups, 25 push-ups. Develop a plan before you start. Because if you teeter-totter, it's not going to work and you're not going to see the results that you want. And especially if you're obese or if you're overweight, and you're trying to hit a certain number or a certain goal, definitely set that goal. Weigh yourself at the beginning of the week or the beginning of the month. If you're trying to track it, get an app. If you have Apple Watch, there's too much technology. There's too much out here to where you feel like, I just want to do it because everybody else is doing it. No, develop a plan, set a goal, and stay consistent and execute. That's the whole point of being on something that you feel like is going to give you great energy, positive motivation, listening to different podcasts, working out with your children, getting your children on this. Like, no one just wakes up one day and says, I'm going to do this and does it. Like, over time with little things and adding on more responsibility, you will see results from that. So let's say you don't want to be as vigorous and want to go cold turkey. Well, try eating a salad or eating some cucumbers, Definitely do your research and understand that each store is not going to have everything that you need, whether that be at Sprouts. Check your local listings. Definitely get into, if you want to get on apps, different things. Check your local listings, see what other stores have, what other stores don't have. Look at the ingredients, look at the calories, look at every single thing if you're really serious and want to be committed to this, especially if you're trying to lose weight very fast and you want to get snatched for the summer or the winter. You got a big race coming up. You're doing the Olympics, or you're trying to raise awareness, trying to get some money, fun, anything, girl, anything, guys. Definitely want to make sure you develop that plan. You set that goal. You stay consistent with it. You check in. You hold other people accountable. If you're trying to do it in a group, and you can't do this cold turkey, definitely say a week or 3 to 5 days. And I'm just going to do a juice smoothie. Let's see how that works. Okay. And we'll check in by the end of the week or the end of the day. Okay. What do we do? All right. Next week, we're going to do more vigorous exercises, and we're going to start slowly taking out the sweets. So one week you could do the sweets. Next week you could do the chicken, the fast food. And next week you can start fasting. And then by the end of the month, you've done it in such of a way that it wasn't, done all at once. And you're like, oh my goodness, I'm getting all these headaches. Or, oh my goodness, I just went back. I couldn't figure out why. And oh my gosh, Sally, Susie, LaQuisha, LaQuanda, James, and Junior and all them is on this great thing and I'm not. Don't pay attention to someone else's journey. Focus on you. Focus on what works for you, what tastes good to you, what makes you feel good, what smoothie is going to wake you up, what positive motivation you're going to be listening to, what podcast, what type of exercise is going to get you going, what's going to get your kids going, what's going to get your girlfriends, your guy friends, your confidants, your associates, your friends, whatever you want to go. What's going to get you going? And at the end of the day, do what you got to do. But don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.